Welcome back here to Casual Gamer Oz as we're getting ready to go into another online race here in between seasons 2 and 3, 3 and 4 of our career mode. Looks as though I'm losing my votes here. I'm voting for Mexico, but looks like we're going to get Australia. We've got some modern F1 cars, and we're going to quickly select a Ferrari. Done. And Dizzy Davidson's going to join me as a teammate. Interesting. So there's 11 of us here. 5 laps around Australia. Good practice heading into Season 4 of Casual Gamer Oz, our career mode. And we'll see how we can head into that. Now, the Kartmeister is Canadian, and just a bit wary of them. So, how am I in terms of comparisons? We've got one person ahead of me, 2 people ahead of me. Oh, DJ Felipe Burns is a strong one. I'm one of the lowest ranked people here. Dizzy Davidson, my teammate, is the best ranked one. So there you go. I have not had 17 wins, by the way. If perhaps you're looking at this for the first time thinking, oh, he's pretty decent. I've had like 2 wins, but I don't know why. 1 win. Well, technically, I had one. It was disqualified in that disqualification glitch. But for some reason, I don't get why I've got so many wins. But you're probably thinking I'm lying and I just play this online without you seeing it. But I can legitimately tell you, the only time I've done something on this game that you haven't seen recorded is I did a night race, a night time trial in Monaco with an F2004 to get some fancy screenshots. So that's generally all I've done. Everything else that you have seen on this channel, it's been all that I've raced here on F1 2017. So if you're joining us for the first time on Casual Gamer Oz, hello, welcome. We're casual gamers, clearly. And basically, we just have a bit of fun, and we're doing some online sprint races just in between our career mode. We're struggling a little bit in our career mode. 3 seasons in, we're stuck with Toro Rosso. We're having another 4th season with Toro Rosso. We nearly got fired, actually, towards the end, but we've got a few upgrades coming along, and hopefully that will help us moving forward. But anyway, I get a chance to drive this car, which hopefully in career mode, it looks alright with the green helmet, doesn't it? It looks alright. That will fit well into that in the future, when that's the dream seat that we want in career mode. But we're about to get into this mode. This is online. We don't have a manual start, so we'll whack straight on the accelerator, and we are action in Australia. Oh, I wanted to say that in a while. And this is where all the trouble happens at the beginning. DJ Felipe Burns getting a little bit racy there. I've got a Toro Rosso trying to push me aside there. Get a bit of a clip on the back of him. But so far, we don't have a lot of incidents happening at the beginning. Good, clean racing to begin with, but a lot can happen up here at turn 3. As I watch my rear end, I'm scared for people clipping me in the back. Somebody has hit me behind, but I've managed to stay on the circuit. So that's good. JH Bobcat, whatever their name is up here. They're getting a little bit ragged. They're going to cut across the line there and try and cut me off, but I'm going to say, no thank you. I'm going to take that racing line. Now, somebody's gone to the left of me there to try and get me off the circuit. But they have gotten off, and somehow I'm in 2nd position here, if you don't mind. I don't think I'm going to hold on to this position for very long, but I'll take it. We've got Fraser Fraze behind us, who is in a Force India. He's looking slightly racy, and yeah, I feel a sitting duck here. As Fraser Fraze, I'm going to stick to the racing line. If you want me, Fraser Fraze, you're going to have to dive bomb up the inside, because I am not... Whoa! Stop fucking trying to take me. I'm going to brake deliberately there, because that's what they do. They get beside you, and they decide to ram into you, and it also always pays to just, I think, brake and let them do their thing. They've made the move. The last thing you want is them to take you out of the race. So we're going to stick to the racing line. If Eric Garkey wants to pass me, you can go down the inside, Eric Garkey. Something which he's going to do. Well, he's braked himself late, and he's trying to cut across me there. Little sneaky little prick. But again, we'll just let them do it. As we said, we were sitting ducks really in 2nd place. It's a position that I don't think I thoroughly deserve in online mode, given my skills. Whoa, and they've completely lost the back end of that car there. Just gone straight into the wall. I get another warning for exceeding track limits. And I think you're full of yourself there, game, because a wheel on the curb does not equal exceeding track limits, as I somehow clipped the wall there. It's not a place you generally clip the wall, but for some reason I decided to. Whoa, as I lose the back end slightly, getting a bit too much curb. Dizzy Davidson, my teammate, who is basically the best racer in this game, is behind me, and I am going to get eaten up anytime soon here by Dizzy. Whoa, there's a car in the wall there. It's whoever was in 13th place, so it's not anybody ahead of us, so we're not going to gain a position. But we had yellow flags in that section, and Fraser, after getting a little bit bangy wheels with me, is pulling away. And that was definitely someone I didn't really want to risk getting taken out of the race for. Someone called Fraser. Alf 120, whatever the hell it is, as they did the last race, dominating at the moment. Dizzy Davison just biding their time behind me. Teammate versus teammate here, and I've got a lot of respect for them given that they are the best racer in this match. Now they're 33 rank, I think, from memory. And they are going to get me at any point here. I'm just going to try and keep it as clean as I can and not do anything stupid. And if they get side by side with me, it's going to be good night and thank you. Going to try and maintain this. We're in a podium position at the moment, of course, and if you've been watching a lot of our online races, we started off, of course, with about 10 podiums in a row or something kind of like that. And a penalty. Fuck off! How is that? This is the ridiculous nature of this game that is barely cutting corners, and they've obviously got strict corner cutting rules on, because that is absolutely ridiculous. I barely even touched that curb, and now it wastes my race by giving me a 2-second penalty. Absolute bullshit. Once again, Codemasters, your penalty system is ridiculous. Let the gamers do what the hell they want to do. And you're probably going to give me one for that too. Tiny bit of curb. Whoa, they get a little bit of area there. Eric Garcia, who was chasing me before and has obviously maintained themselves back on the circuit. They pushed themselves a little bit too hard before. They've caught up to me. But we obviously know that I'm going to be in fourth now with this penalty. And our Ferrari teammate must have binned it, because they are nowhere. Absolutely nowhere near us at the moment. Hopefully Eric Garcia can bin it here too, because again, I'm not going to keep this podium given my time penalty that's hovering over my head at the moment. Hopefully Eric Garcia might have a time penalty as well. That would be beneficial for us. We've got a bit of a run on us here. No. They're a bit of a clean racer though, it seems, because they don't want to shove one up us last minute as some people will do on online mode. They just decide that without even thinking they're going to go zoom and dive one up when they don't really even have a chance to do it. So that's more cutting the corner. I think Eric Garcia's got me here. I'm going to give them space. Whoa. Where'd they go? There they go. And we're going to... No. That's a losing battle. I'm not going to make that one stick, and I would have ended up crashing into him. So there you go, folks. That's how you do clean racing on online. You know when to give up, and there's no way that I was going to make that move stick. I could have tried it up the inside, but I either would have completely outbraked myself and spun off, or I would have gone straight into Eric Garcia. And that's not what I wanted. So, final lap. It's a losing battle here for me in terms of this position here with Eric, but there seems to be a car just ahead of us here. I'm not sure. I'm assuming we're going to be lapping someone, unless we've got one of the cars ahead of us who's got some severe damage or running out of fuel. Not sure what the deal is. They're cutting across the circuit, and it's somebody to lap. Whoa! And they've just braked on the racing line there. Nowhere to go, and I've had to clip the back of them. That's going to cost us time, and we've got a car behind us now that is less than 2 seconds behind me, which means that I'm going to finish 5th here, thanks to this stupid dickhead trying to lap them. Blue flag! Blue flag! Honestly! Hopefully this J Hobbit, whatever the name is, can collide with the person behind me, or they can have a bit of trouble getting past them as well. Because it's down to 1.5. I'm going to need another penalty for that, aren't I? So that is cutting the circuit. Yep. Alright, cool. So I'm up going to be in 5th. I told you when I was in 2nd it wasn't going to stay that way. Again, I'm not going to give the position to this car, because who knows, they might have a penalty too, and then I'd feel stupid. Alf wins another Grand Prix. Congratulations, Alf. Well done. We're going to come into the final turn here. And we'll end up getting 5th here, folks. Disappointing, but again, mostly clean racing. Well, that's that. Penalty applied. We will finish in 5th. And that's another online race for you guys. So we'll have a few more of these to go. Obviously, moving forward into our next season on career mode here on Casual Gamer Oz on F1 2017. Remember, you can add me, NYC55 David, and I've maintained 4th. Okay, obviously the car behind me did have a penalty, so there you go. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and we'll speak to you next time here on Casual Gamer Oz. Good night.